Good morning, everybody. It's Ken again here, trolling through my collection. This morning it's on this the first day of August morning. It's Yes, Solo and Associated Acts. This is all a vinyl collection. As always, if you've got any comments or thoughts or opinions, bad or good, put them in the comments section. And it'd be greatly received. So without further ado, push on. Kicking off with the leftovers from the last Yes when I've remembered to remember my Yes singles this time. So that's Yes, Don't Kill the Whale with quite a great picture cover there. There's the back with a tomato cover. With the track Avalon as the B-side. So that's Don't Kill a Whale. This is Owner of a Lonely Heart with Our Song as the B-side with a mirror sort of thing of the album cover. And there's the back there. And third and lastly, the Magnificent Wondrous Stories on the Atlantic label there. Without no picture cover, unfortunately. With the B-side track is Parallels, both album tracks off going for the one. So that's the singles I had from the time I bought at the time. So now plunging into the albums, we'll start with anything Yes in Anything But Name. This is Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman Howe, the self-titled only album by that combo. With a Roger Dean cover there, magnificent Roger Dean cover, one of my favourite album covers. There's the back with another Roger Dean artwork, and they are artworks. Regularly features on my frames on the wall, this one. So that's this pretty good album. It would have been a good Yes album. It's a good Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman Howe album as well. So obviously they're all ex-members of at the time of Yes, and more members than Cooked Dinners, I guess. So that's the first one there. The next one up is Asia. Obviously Steve Howe, well not obviously, you might not know this, Steve Howe is present on this album along with John Wetton, Cal Palmer and Jeff Downes. I think it's a pretty good album. Again, it's a Roger Dean cover. It's pop prog, if you want to call it that. I don't know. Pop prog, rock, pop prog, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's some classic singles on here. Heat of the Moment and Only Time Will Tell, Soul Survivor, very strong. I'm a big fan of John Wetton anyway, so we would have that album just for his presence. So that's Asia. This is UK. Bill Bruford's on this one. It's a self-titled album. It's got quite a long track on side one in the dead. We're going to say the heat of the night there, but it's the dead of the night. And Eddie Jobson, John Wetton's on this again on vocals, Alan Holdsworth and magnificent Bill Bruford on drums. So there's UK. Quite a distinct album cover as well. There's the back with a sort of picture of the Britain, I think it is, from space. There you go. That's the UK from space on the back there for UK, which is that, I guess. Finally, with a cover that probably wouldn't get anywhere in any sort of meetings this day. This is Flash. So it's Tony Banks and not Tony Banks. Always get this mixed up. Peter Banks and Tony Kaye, ex-Yes members on this. It's not a fantastic album. It's okay for the time. It's a 70s rock group album, I guess, with leniencies toward prog. That's Flash. Now we're into the solo albums. That's the sort of associated acts and stuff and family tree stuff, if you want. This is the Rick Wakeman's, I think, his best album. Rick Wakeman's The Six Wives of Henry VIII with a classic cover there. I do believe that that might be Madame Tussauds Waxworks on the front. I'm not 100% sure of that. There's the back with a picture of the Six Wives and a little biography there. We're opening up. It is a gatefold, 70s gatefold sleeve. Where's Rick with quite a lot of keyboards, but for him a restrained number, I think. Later on he got many more than this in his act. So that's a bit of information on the side track list and stuff. That's his first solo album. Second one, Journey to the Centre of the Earth. recorded live, I do believe, in concert, yeah, at the Royal Festival Hall with the London Symphony Orchestra. You can't get bigger chops than that, can you? There's the back, Moulton's wherever and going on there, and a panel with the information about the band. Yeah, is it English rock? No, it's not. English chamber choir on there as well. Just open it up and have a look at the inside there. There's a little sort of booklet. It's attached to the inside with pictures and stuff. It's quite 70s-ish, I suppose. So that's a good, again, quite a good album. You gotta like Rick Wakeman, I guess, to like these. But this is Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. With a very symbolic cover there, the sword in the stone. Again, it's a gatefold, and this time we got a cartoon picture, I would say, slightly cartoon. Arthur on the jousting going on there for your and the Lady in the Lake holding up Excalibur on the back. So that's it's the Myth and Legends of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. Sorry, I was doing it injustice on there. Quite long album titles to remember. This is Rick Wakeman's Criminal Record, which I do like. There's a few good tracks on there actually. Statue of Justice, and quite a formal looking Rick on the front with the piano, and there's the back with a lot of information and the piano keys and judge's gavel there for the theme, produced by Rick Wakeman. This is No Earthly Connection. I haven't got it, but there was a thing you could put on there to make the picture look as it should be, so to speak. I don't know what that's called, unfortunately. It's on the back as well. There's a little gizmo came with it. So this is Rick Wakeman and the English Rock Ensemble. That's called No Earthly Connection. This is a soundtrack album. This is White Rock. This is the last of my Rick Wakeman solo albums that I got at the time. This is okay, actually. It's not too bad. None of his albums are, the ones I've got anyway, are terrible. Some of them are better than others, obviously. That's true of any artist, I guess. So there's the background. I've not seen the film. I think it is it's Olympic game, Winter Olympic Games. It doesn't say. It is Winter Olympic Games. I can't remember which one it was, though. Does it say on the front? No. The Innsbruck, didn't say what year, but the Innsbruck Winter Olympics. Composed, performed, and produced by Rick Wakeman, White Rock. We're on to the vocalist of Yes now. Well, one of the vocalists, probably the most famous, John Anderson. This is Aloysius of St. This is a fantastic album. Fantastic cover as well, I think. It is a gatefold, so we'll open that up now. There's a lot of good artwork on here. And again, this has got sort of full. If I can get it. Right? Is it? No, I'm making things up here as we go along. I thought you had yes, yeah. I'm not going mad. There you are. There's a little more great artwork. There you go. It's on Atlantic Records again. This is all I said. No, if you've not heard it and you like Yes, I recommend that thoroughly. This is song 7, which has got a great. Sorry, get a bit closer with the album cover. John Anderson, Song of 7. The actual track, Song of 7, is one of his best, I think. And it's not a bad album at all. There's the back. Again, sort of interesting neo-faithy sort of cover there with Buddhas and all sorts of things on it, right? From the Far East. Yeah, some good tracks on there as well. That's Song of 7. This is animation. I don't think many people are not into John. Have not heard this album. This is another good album. Slightly different sound to it, but that's never a bad thing. So there's the back. Sort of interesting X-ray type picture of John there almost. And that's the last of my John Anderson's. We're now on to what I think is a magnificent album, Chris Squire's Fish Out of Water. All these are original albums I bought at the time. And a couple I've sort of filled the gaps in as well. So there you go, there's the middle. And all of these gatefolds, as was the fashion at the time, particularly for progressive rock acts. Here's the back, bassist of Yes, of course, Fish Out Water. Some good musicians on it. Bill Bruford's on this, Mel Collins. Yeah, so that's a good album to pick up if you've not heard it, or stream it if you've not heard it, as with Aloysius and Llewellyn. This is the only Steve Howe there. You've got quite a few solo projects, Steve Howe. This is Beginnings. It's got a very Yes-ish design on the front, I suppose. And there's the inside with all the info you need to know. Some of the lyrics. Yeah, the lyrics are on there for the songs as well. And then there's the back. Again, the panorama. So that begins. And finally, Patrick Moraz is his album he made when he was in Yes, their solo album. There you go. And this is another gatefold, so we'll open this up now. Let's get that the right way around. There's Patrick himself and his lyric information. I was going to say lyrics there, but I don't think there's many lyrics on it. It's an instrumentally type album. It's not the album I played that often. It's on Charisma label, and it is I think is the title symbol. Whether it's a bit Prince type effort, I suppose. There you go. So that's my Yes solo and sort of associated acts collection. I'll be along later in the month with another one. I hope you enjoyed that. I tried to keep them short and sweet. Hope that is better than get to the point sort of stuff. So as I said, any comments will be greatly accepted, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everybody.